Are you on your way? Are you coming soon to me? I'm parking in LA, so I'ma send an Uber to your place. It's my secret safe, safe with just you and me. We can't leave a trace. This is my favorite mistake. Oh, look in my eyes. Can you find the light? Do you feel alive? Look in my eyes. Do you mind the lies? Do you feel alive? Look in my eyes. We both know it's wrong, but you're still coming over, even when you're gone.
Do it live. I'll go right in. We'll do it live.
Friday night, what you gonna do? Say it, yo. Grab a bong, grab a beer. It's time for Kenny's show. Kenny's young boy. You find me, Kenny. You find some, yeah.
It's time for the Kenny Show. He don't say much, but you never know what you might see, what you might hear. Peter called me once ago to remind him he's a queen.
They're all white dudes. They're not funny. No homo. He is a drunk. I like Mel Gibson, the actor. Oh, shit. Do you know who was Ian Ellis?
What was that?
Do you know who was Ian Ellis?
Ian Ellis?
Ian Ellis.
I feel like I know that name, but I can't remember who that person is connected to.
Okay, stand-up comic from Chicago. With Apologies to Podcast, which is still going. Volcano, no braino. Yeah. The fucking thing sucks.
All right, 304, you're on with Jessica.
Hello.
Yeah, it's Dante.
Yeah.
Dante.
Yeah.
Dante Nero. Yeah.
Dante
Jessica,
Negro.
I'm seeing you, and I'm curious. Like, How many marbles do you have in your jar?
What does that mean?
Hey, by the way,
what I'm asking you, what is the value that you bring to a man as opposed to a different girl?
By the way, mute your computer in the back.
There's no computer on. Just
High tide, everyone out there in the world, YouTube and all that. Yeah. Hello, birds. Yeah. That is it today for us today. We will leave you with I can't do it. Moose was just bullshitting and not being of the truth. Moose is 47 and Puerto Rican and not white and failed at life. So no. You are a douchebag, Lewis. Doggy, no you. I get more hoes than you, CO. You the beta. Doggy, no you. Yeah, that's right, no you. Boo you, boo both of you. No, you. Wolves, I heard you're gay. Doggy, no you all the way. Doggy, no you. Yeah, that's right. You'd be confused with Helen. Yeah, that's right. No, you. Cock and balls on you, Mickey. I'll get you for this, Helen. No, you. I'm just bullshitting, not being of the truth. Too much our business. Driving late at night. Psycho 78. My bathroom is new. You don't go in the bathroom with me. Psycho 78. 12 o'clock. Don't be late. All this horror business. My mirrors are black. You don't go in the bathroom with me. With me! I'll put a knife right in you. I'm warning you. I'll put a knife in you. I'm warning you. I'll put a knife in you. Too much horror business. Driving late at night. Psycho 78. My bathroom is new for you. I'm an Asian guy. Jill, these podcasts you watch, RDA, they should have holes in their head. I use that.
Hello, douche.
We take this call from New York and see who it is.
Probably
Let's
not.
check it out.
Probably not.
Zimmer now.
What? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Who is this?
I'm Jimmernam. I'm an Asian guy. Did you receive a weird letter, a weird email recently?
I receive weird emails every goddamn day.
You read it on air.
Oh, that one. Yes. Are you that guy? Are you the what's his
Bigger
name?
Kahuna?
Bigger Kahuna?
Yeah, that's right.
What's up, buddy?
What's happening? I'm an Asian guy.
That's fine. That's okay.
It's okay that you're
It's okay to be
Asian.
Asian. I want you to
I
know
think.
that.
I think they allow that now.
What do you?
It's okay.
What's up? So I've been harassing you for 3 years.
What I hope is they don't look up the real Jimmernam and find out about all his creepy shit. I hope for their sake this is the only Jimmernam they know about. That's right. They don't want Jimmernam ever. That's right.
Sounds about right.
Well, I don't.
You're kind of a grifting douchebag.
Sure. That's
That's right.
absolutely accurate. But I want to know
That's
about
right.
where have I been harassing you for 3 years?
Well, all over the internet.
But we don't know who you
Sir,
are.
that is not a specific enough thing. I need you to specify how I've been harassing you for. Because I got to be honest. I hate to Don Draper you.
He's like, that is the most convoluted, not specific answer ever. That's right.
You, I don't think about you at all, and I don't know who you are.
But he has your phone number somehow.
Yes.
Well, I think a lot of people have his phone number.
Next time I call, I'll be like, hello? You sent it in the email? That's how I got your phone number. Hello, douche? Next time I call, say that. Yeah, you sent me the number in response to the email. Hello?
All right, now
You
help
have
me
no
out here.
memory?
You're Asian. Help me do the math. How
I'll
have
say
I
that.
been harassing you for the last 3 years?
I could not think.
I think he had a plan to like really do something there, and we just kind of leaned into him a little bit.
He loves your food.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Jasper with $20 says, "Here you go, cutting into my pull tab allowance.
Aw.
Thank you, buddy.
You'll win it back.
You'll
bud.
win it back. $95 away from today's goal. We are getting very, very close. Help the grifting douchebag show knock out today's goal.
You should.
Beta male. Wow. Holy. What is your favorite one? That's tomorrow. That is it. What's your favorite war?
War?
Yeah.
What do you mean war?
My favorite war.
Let's not get into that shit. Favorite
Okay.
war? Lower East Side wars. Whatever the hell is going on right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can put you. Yeah, I look at yeah, I love it. But you know what? It is what it is. Listen, if you think I'm full, I would just gotta find your love. You know what the fuck is your point? Yeah, I can put you. Yeah, I look at yeah, I love it. But you know what? It is what it is. Listen, if you think I'm full, I would just gotta find your love. You know what the fuck is your point? Yeah, I look at yeah, I look at yeah, I love it. But you know what? It is what it is. Listen, if you think I'm full, I would just gotta find your love. You know what the fuck is your Yeah, I can put you.
Fuck you, YouTube.
Okay. Thank you for
Freedom
your
of
time.
speech.
Thank you. You ain't getting nothing for Christmas. Yeah, that's right. And that is it for us today. I can't read it. There's no words on it. Okay, it was.
Oh my God, what was that?
Jesus. I don't know, man. Fucking apple juice.
Yeah. Apple juice. This is not apple juice.
That's apple juice. Or is it? It is. I have to say that.
The hole was blocked. I need that open.
I am here. Yeah, that's right. Just screw your earbuds when you heard CEO's voice, right? Oh, man. Or the Bam Margera's apple juice thing. Yeah. Or the link is out there. I am looking for co-hosting. Shaman's clip say he's going to be that. There's extra incentive to be the co-host, right? You get to pick topics we talk about. I mean, I didn't prepare anything. I look for internet news. Joe Rogan died. Your ears are ringing. Why are your ears ringing? I don't know. Joe Rogan really died. Let me go with that up. Some people say that. But he might be really dead. I don't know. Let's see. It would be in his bio. It'd be in his Wikipedia whether he's dead or not. I don't know. I think it was they born and then dead. Huh? Maybe somebody didn't update this. I don't know. Sit around. Okay, I'll look up Joe Rogan death. That might spill some answers over here. Maybe you read that on Twitter. I found links to stuff that says Joe Rogan is not dead despite what you may read on Twitter. That was said today. So, you know, maybe you read that on Twitter, Ross, and it's not true. Right. Yeah. When people say on Twitter, it probably isn't true. Some things people say in voice chat is not even true. Right. I'm not going to say what that is. You never know, man. It's the internet. Don't believe everything you hear. Probably. Well, yeah, I'd say so. Probably having a lot of people. I mean, they're always saying. I saw several things when I looked up death that are saying that's a complete hoax. Could be. Could be true. One goes out there for those that would like to hang out. Generally, don't have to be the call. That proves it right there. I mean, maybe Ian was trying to troll you. Oh, shit. Just like somebody told me that they're passing the torch on to me, the McNasty Cast guys. Going to get Trevor Trove of McNasty Cast, right? That could be a real message. He said he talked to the Jimmy guy, and then Jimmy denied it. He could have been trolling me and lying. I don't know, man. I don't know if any of it was true. Right. Well, if it's true, that's cool. But if it's a prank, like, I don't know. Sometimes the internet, you don't know. No. And nobody's a coach yet. I have to talk to the guy and see if I have rapport with him. I don't know, man. The link is pinned. Up to him to jump on the stream and come on up here. I don't know. I'll be back Saturday to try this again. Not with you. I don't think I saw that. I mean, he's like, nobody's banned anymore and all that, right? I'm Wes. You really go at me, and I'm like, what a piece of shit this Shimmer guy is. And I'm still not getting blocked. I'm like, this guy's a creepy fuck. What a douchebag. And my comments are still being seen. Damn. Can't believe I wasn't even hidden yet. Well, I guess you gotta really be like, yeah. I guess you gotta be like, I'm waiting outside the trailer you're doing this in to get blocked. I'm not gonna. I don't know about that. I guess the new creepy Asian guy takes a long time for him to block you. Guess I'll keep on trying. Keep on saying offensive things. Like maybe I'll say, "Hey, I heard your girlfriend's a total cunt." Maybe that. But, oh man, this guy you say comments earlier blocked, right? That might be one thing. Talk about Donnie. Donnie hasn't been around in a while. Crowds are. Donnie did not return for 2 episodes in October. Because Donnie is having a really busy year. Sorry. So that could be the final Donnie season. Donnie goes away forever. It's a great run. Great run, man. I might have discovered Donnie even before Kyle. But, right. I think I pranked Donnie 6 or 7 years ago, something like that. Calling us an Indian guy. Yes, I'm from India. Maybe it's half racist, since I'm not really, but it was just a prank. That's all. I would not do it again. I didn't. This is way before the panel days of Donnie. Just a guy doing a show. He did it right from Discord, I believe. Something like that. Before StreamYard. It's interesting. Did you hear that? I found out something about Hipstar. He has autism, and he's calling me a retard. I have autism. What a hypocritical douchebag. Yeah. I guess so. I'm sure none of you are part of my Tumblr. I might have 4 people on there. Hopefully I get more. Just send a thing of me writing about how awful Zach Wilson is of the Jets to the president of my sports network. Maybe Errol will read it. I mean, 59.2, probably the worst passing rating in NFL history. That's true. I'm just saying it's a good way to blog possible, maybe my expertise as a sometimes sports blogger one day, again, education, sports broadcasting, might open up some doors. Checked out your blog, man. I liked your opinions on a little bit of NFL and all that. Right, and I liked your music reviews. So, Brian. So, like Saturday, I'm reviewing the new Wu-Tang single. Right, they have a new one. A little bit different than the other Wu-Tang songs they've made in the past. Right, there's an R&B singer. I don't think her name is listed. She's on a lot of it, and then just Meth and just Ghost separately. Right, still hot track melody by the great RZA. Always. Always. If he's in on the track, you get the melody right. Doesn't matter what they do with it. Everybody's rapping. 2 guys are rapping separately, and there's a new voice of someone else on there. As long as they make it work. It's a single. It's not a freaking album. I can review it now, and I can also blog about it. I can do both. I think it's very unique. I heard it via station head. Somebody called and did their show, and then they play it. I don't think I'm bringing anything. Yes, especially the fact that somebody in the Jets finally said, all right, that's it. We agree. Wilson sucks. And they bench him. I forget who they're starting, but they're not starting him. anybody can do better than him. Finally, they came to their senses. Now they have a definite chance to win. Nobody eats pizza on Thanksgiving. No. Pumpkin pie, that's pretty good. What's yours? Since you asked the question. It's right behind here. Okay. I think I'm gonna even if I have to get financial aid or scholarships, yeah, and then potentially pay the money back. I'm still going to Dan Patrick Sports Broadcasting School. I like a little bit of both, so know you. I think I can, if I'm not that great on air, because on air is not for everyone, I think I could go to a great job in the sports world with my writing. I work on the writing. They teach you how to do that. I could probably break through that way. I may not have the personality for on air. It takes certain personality. Right. I can see myself on Sports Center in Bristol, Connecticut. I can see me writing a great, like magazine piece for ESPN magazine. Like, I got a job in Bristol, Connecticut. You think I'm going to be on TV? I don't even think I have the personality for it. Thank you. Right. I wouldn't mind if I became a great writer, not being on air. It would be the thrill of my life if I could tell people, yeah, I got hired as a writer there, and I was at barbecue at Chris fucking Berman's house. Right. The first guy I ever saw talk about sports on TV. That still works at the network, even though he's semi-retired. This guy is the guy that helped build ESPN. Uh-huh. All right. Or if not that, I did put the Tumblr thing in my server. Right. Somewhere in the links. It's about a paragraph on how terrible Zach Wilson is. He truly is, if you like football. Okay. Ross or me? CEO went to broadcasting school? That's where he's been. All right. You can do mine online. I'm not going to phone. What broadcasting school is that? If you don't mind saying. I guess everybody's too stoned to come up. And what happens is Shawman clips. I thought you wanted to be up here. Now's the time. Yeah, but no, Ryan, don't you get super chats is when you get monetized. How many times do we have to go through this? You can't get super chat till you get monetized. Anybody that has super chat is monetized. Hello? You're getting it backwards, dude. Well, to get monetized, you need 3 million views on shorts or 3,000 watch time hours. That's why I'm looking for a co-host. Right. I guess I gotta branch out. I've asked Twitter people. They're not biting. I don't really know what to do. The sports show might get a small boost. Bobo from You Lion from O&A did say I could go on a sports show once the playoffs start. That's somewhat of a boost. Maybe it could lead to sponsorship. Who the heck knows for that? Why would you need to go for 12 years? Sure, that's me. I'll be able to do sports broadcasting in 2.5. I think 12 years sounds like you're bullshitting. Yes, that was a fart. My health. What else? Family, my friends. Okay. All right, man. Hopefully, I'm able to be more thankful. What are you thankful for? I guess Shawman's clips was just bullshit and not being the truth. That after they said that, I didn't see them in the chat anymore. Right. Thanks, Bella. I guess nobody wants to hang out. The link is up there. You don't have to come up and automatically be interviewed to be a co-host. You don't even have to be in the running. He makes more money than everyone. Thank you, Ross. I'm thankful to be your friend also. I mean, Cash. He makes more money than all of us. Maybe if I play my cards one day, I'll make more money than him in a bit. Oh, shit. I just start making more money than hell, and then I'm like, God damn it. But that may or may not happen. I don't know. May or may not. I guess nobody in YouTube land wants to be a co-host, seriously. That sucks.
And we don't have to do pop culture news that much. Uh-huh. Security. Then I'll be like, let's fuck some whores. So sorry that Ronnie isn't here right now. Ronald is. Oh, God damn it. School's man got that too. I went to guys and girls and whatever else like go fuck themselves. And they'll be like, get out of here, go fuck yourself. Right. I don't think you can just, and plus it's not the Stern show that we all loved. Right. He's Hollywood Howard now. I don't even listen anymore. Links up there, man. Links up there. You have to come on, interact with me, then I have to make a decision. Hey, everybody. It's the guy that was so against doxing, and then he just continues to dox Hipstar. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I know. Bye, Griggy douche. Oh! Well. Hey, what's up, James? James, the link is up there, man. You want to come on, hang out? We'll see if you can be a good co-host. Have to take it, that's all, man. Okay. Well, I'm gay guitar guy's Lex Luthor. He's more than Lex Luthor. No, and you might like him, but he's a mean asshole. I'm more than Superman. He's the Lex Luthor. All right, you got a second. Take a few minutes. I'm still here. Hey, Jings and Things is wrong. More than 10 people are here. No, that degenerate douchebag is wrong. Only like 10 people show up, if that. 12 people are here. Who's wrong? Jings and Things. Oh, shit. Well, I don't really need to get interview questions ready. It's not like an interview. What's up, Pete? No, you. Yeah, that's the predicted low for tomorrow. I mean Friday. I went to the 5-day or something earlier so I could be prepared for the next 2 days. And 33 is Friday's low. Right. So I brought an extra sweater. Yeah. It's pretty old. Pretty old. Yeah, but 33 degrees, a Canadian that isn't in British Columbia would go, that's not cold. It's like minus 10 degrees here, or minus 50. It's like, it's 10 below. That's pretty cold. But it could get even 40 or degrees colder here. Like, what does that mean? Casimir. I don't know. Is that why it's super cold? Uh huh. Voice acting usually goes to, I don't know, people in the film industry. Maybe I'll ask the film festival guys if they need any of that. I'll see what the film festival people, when they wrap around this summer. Yeah, if they are ever in need of something like that. No, you. Be a tough field to get into. I might look into mining. What's the fucking app that I do music on? Station Head. I'll have to go to their website, contact them, and see if they need anybody now. No, I mean writing. I don't know if he writes. He talks about sports on air. More his thing. I think one day, possibly, at least the network I'm on could hire me as a staff writer. They write articles, they put it on their website. I could probably do that one day. And maybe start a sports podcast. That would be amazing. Yeah. What happened to Mr. James Banks? I don't know. It seems like somebody says they'll be co-hosts and they disappear. I gotta learn the in and outs. Learn, I don't know. Maybe learn a little sports journalism before I dive in there. I can barely get anybody to help me do the show on Sundays. who would do the podcast with me. Those details, I have no idea. I can barely get anybody to do this show with me. So, you know, could be. I may have to look in different avenues. Sometimes TikTok people let you call in. Maybe I'll take it there after the holiday. I'm not doing a show Friday, so I got all Friday night. Chat these people up. See if they want to audition. I don't know, maybe I'll see if there's more Twitter people out there somewhere. And rooms that aren't about drama. I'm trying to. Well, this one I'm facing, man. No, you not, Chloe. Hey, I'm not making any money on this, so I don't have $3 million. Hey, why would I be on with a Kermit the Frog sounding motherfucker? Think about that. And really, to put up with your Kermit the Frog sounding ass that is still obsessed, that was attracted to Ross, and still absolutely obsessed with another associate of mine, Steph. Right. And you being a sad, pathetic loser, I think you should be paying me $3 million to put up with your loser ass. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're asking for that kind of money. No thanks. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Thanks, Bill, man. Say, man, you're asking for $3 million. No, you, sorry. If I had the money, I wouldn't even pay Ethan Klein that much. And he's a well-known person in the world of YouTube. uh, I can disclose what I'm doing. The guy like, how long ago? Look, we've got the proof. I could be allegedly vaping. Allegedly, or not. There's no proof. Nobody wants to come up. On camera, and then a guy that makes more money than me would be like, you see, got you. I'm going to turn this video evidence into the business manager of your building. Got you. Oh, shit. I don't see Donnie. I mean, Gabagoo Donnie. I don't see him. He's back there. I put him on right now. I think it's just bullshit not being able to. It's pinned anyways. Where you got it from? Huh? Nobody wants to be on. All right. That's true. We got a guy named James Banks. All right.
How you doing, bro?
Good, man. I guess you're a Soup Party fan because I don't know who you are.
I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't think I've ever watched you, but I just know you from Soup Party. So what's your show about, man?
Well, most of the time I cover news articles about pop culture. True. Last time, I can't do any more news articles about people Van Halen. I got a copyright claim for playing a video about Van Halen. Now I can't even read articles about members of the band. That had
So
to
is
be
this
the
like
copyright.
Van Halen like rumors and drama is like a big topic?
No, I'm saying like they're talking about Sammy Hagar is now going to do like remembering Eddie Van Halen tour, playing lots of Dave's era, a little bit of his, but mostly Dave's era because that was more, I'd say, loved by fans and more popular in a sense.
You know, one of the first concerts I ever went to, Sammy Hagar, solo act Sammy Hagar was opening for Leonard Skinner. And I actually was like pretty damn impressed by Sammy. Like, it was almost like the highlight of the show, to be honest.
Was this in the 90s?
It would have been like early 2000s, like 2003, 2002.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, 90s.
It was with like the new Leonard Skinner. It wasn't like the real Leonard Skinner, you know.
Okay. Well, that
But Sammy
band
was very impressive. Like, he had all these girls up on stage, and he was like dumping tequila on their chests while he was singing and shit. It was pretty rad.
he did and still kind of has a tequila company.
Yeah, that's like, I think that's how he makes most of
He
his
kind
money.
of sold it. I
Yeah.
think he sold it, but he's still associated with it because the Van Halen thing that got the copyright claim right after the live that I wanted to have it taken off right was Cabo Waba, and I'm like, oh, that's Sammy Hagar, that's Van Halen because
That was like, he made that song as like a commercial for his tequila, pretty much. I Can't Drive 55. That's his real song.
sometimes I do articles on Wu-Tang. But it could also be if you're a co-host I get along with, you become the permanent co-host. You could also go. You could pick what we talk about, and I could go. I think I could talk about that for a while.
Okay.
I could also
Do you
veto
like
it.
to focus on like? It seems like both of the topics you brought up are musicians that are in groups that have a lot of like feuding. Is that like a theme?
I don't know if they're feuding. I mean, they just did. They just did a whole big thing with Nas for the 50th anniversary of hip hop, like big show. Like
that's pretty cool.
They did like, including Nas's sets and Wu-Tang's, 5 sets.
They did 5 sets in one show? Oh, because all the Wu-Tang guys did like separate sets? Is that what you mean?
No, they did all sets together. Like they would do a set, and then Nas would do a set, then they would do a set.
That's a pretty good show. Yeah.
Nas did a set, and then they did a set, and they all joined with him for one last song. So it was really 11 MCs, pretty much.
I have to say, not to be like negative, but I have gone to a couple of like hip hop shows live, and I feel like that's the one genre that's like, it's not a big payoff to go see it live. Like usually they don't rap as good as they do in the studio. It doesn't sound as good. Plus you don't get to watch them play any like guitar solos, so there's like, you're not even like looking at anything cool, you know.
I don't know, man. Wu-Tang is different. Wu-Tang now,
there might be exceptions, yeah.
That's the exception. Wu-Tang now, there's no DJ. A full entire band backs them up.
Oh, that's awesome.
3 guitars, a keyboardist, and a drummer.
Okay.
So if you're not paying attention to their show, you can look above them and possibly see somebody doing a solo.
That's exactly like
I stared off a little bit with one eye.
I mean, that's the whole reason to go see live music, I think, is to actually like watch people play their instruments. I don't need to see someone like rapping, you know. But I get it. Like it's more than just like the show. It's like the event. You know, people want to party.
Right. I also now read stuff about Metallica, and also things that would relate to Metallica, like their influences, the new wave of British heavy metal, bands like Judas Priest and
dude. Okay, can I cut you off? You
Maiden.
called in, when you called in the Soup Party and you brought up the new wave of British heavy metal, and GGG tried to act like you're crazy because he's like, oh, it's not new, it's old. And you're like, dude, that's called the new wave. It's like the name.
That's really Don A. Let's see. It says Don A.
He didn't get it.
It's not Don A, but all right. I know who it is. Hey, Ross.
You're getting hung up on semantics.
Who's this guy?
Where do meatballs fit in?
You and your brushing teeth,
It's Ross playing drums.
You and your fancy white teeth and your goddamn. Fuck out of here, dude.
It's Ross playing tape. I know it because it says RDA when you hit the 3 dots. It's not really Don A. Don A would get on camera. I know he would. He left on his own.
Once. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen him about 10 times.
Oh, that's
the separate playlist thing was great because I saw him night 2, right? And night 2 was better than night 1. I saw a playlist.
I find that's pretty common.
Night 1 had a lot of typical stuff like Master of Puppets. I love Master of Puppets. I've heard Master of Puppets so many times. It's great. I love it. It had Nothing Else Matters, sure. I've heard that a lot. It had Fade to Black, one of my favorite all-time songs, and a few others. Night 2 had, I have never heard them open up with Whiplash. That's a good change. Sure, they didn't play anything else from that album, but you open with it, you don't really need anything else from that album.
I know they played at least one song from that album when I saw them. It was probably Seek and Destroy.
Yeah, they played that night 1, another sort of typical.
Yeah.
Oftentimes they close with it.
I don't think they played anything like unusual when I saw them that I can remember. It was all like hits, but it was still an awesome show.
Right. Well, they did close with One and Enter Sandman. That's somewhat typical, but they didn't play it in night 1.
I think the song One is like their best song to see live, in my opinion.
Well, you've only seen them once. It's a song they always play. Right.
I love how when he gets to the part where he yells like landmine. And they like let off the explosion. Like that was pretty cool the first time you see it.
Well, link is out there if you like to try and be a co-host. All people can
Dude, I'm down.
audition. Can
I feel like we
audition.
can talk music like a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I talk about Bam Margera because he's always in the news. There's always something new going on. He could be suing his ex friends or dissing them, like Steve-O. Him and Steve-O went back and forth. He made diss track. Steve-O responded. Then he criticized his skateboarding. Right.
I always see little headlines about Bam Margera, but I haven't followed it closely. I think the last I saw, he was like saying he was going to go to rehab, but then he didn't, or something like that.
I think he's been clean for a while.
Okay.
Which is good.
Yeah. I never understand guys like that who, like, I don't know, they're very different lives than us, but like, you have that much money and like royalties and shit. Like, I don't know how you can be such a mess of a person. Like, just enjoy yourself. Like,
well, I mean, these are guys that were professional stuntmen, right? In a sense, right? All the tricks they did and all that.
Oh no, they were stuntmen. That's fair.
Right, and then you have all that pain. I mean, you got to do something to get through it, I guess. And
That's
then
a good point. I never even thought of that.
it becomes a habit in a sense. Right. I mean, and with fame comes things that are a bit messy. Right. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
right?
No, obviously, it's not as
It
simple
was
as I'm making it sound.
fame
But if I
and
was in Bam
money.
Margera's shoes, I would just take like $2,000, spend it all on like weed, edibles, and then like you'd never hear from me again. Like, I'd be happy. Yeah.
But, he was not addicted to weed. Meth is probably harder to quit.
Right. Yeah, I think I had read that he was into meth.
Yeah, it's not secret. And can you
I
believe
don't think
this?
I've known anyone that even dabbled in that and isn't like a very, very disturbed person.
I'm saying, and then you hear that his family turn their back on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the meth could have just shown up. I'm glad, in a sense, he's in a better place this time. Good thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, I never had anything against the guy. I just I don't really know much about him other than like the headlines that I see.
Well, they talked about him a lot with Apologies. That's why I became fascinated with it.
Which show is that? I've heard of it. Who does With Apology?
I'm on it. It's hosted by Ian
That's
Ellis.
Ian Ellis? Okay.
It's hosted by him, and if you run into Bella and the Snake on Soup Party, he's the editor and producer and co-host. He's all three at once.
Yeah, see, I've caught on to the fact that when I see Ian Ellis in the chat, I think that's usually Bellin, right?
Right, and have you seen a name called Bellin on Soup Party Air?
I've seen Bellin in Discord. I don't know if I've ever seen him like in YouTube chat.
Okay, but you've never seen him on Soup Party? He's been on Soup Party.
Oh, yeah, I've probably seen it. I'm always like, I have a shitty memory, man, and like I'm bad at like all that shit. Like to be perfectly honest, until tonight, I thought you were Adam, and I thought Adam was Kenny. I had that mixed up.
Yeah, no. No, remember, they like Adam. They don't like me.
You white guys all look the same, man.
I'm saying that one day I don't really want any of those guys' likeness. Fuck that. They're a bunch of
likeness.
Yeah, I don't need any of those guys to like me, nor hip stuff. Right. I would like
I thought
their
you were like
respect.
boys with them.
No, this is all I would like. Respect. Doesn't have to be gay guitar guys. I'm probably never going to have that. Respect of
He's
any
gonna be
one
very
of them.
disrespectful.
I'm saying I would take respect of any one of them. Jings, Hipstar, Mudman. Yeah. Doesn't have to be like respect. When it comes to people that don't like you, I'd rather have respect than like.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I don't need like. Fuck that. I'm not gonna like them.
Man, I had my own problems with them. Like, I don't know if you were watching the episode where I tried to call in and GGG was like tormenting me, and like it led to weeks of like arguments.
No.
Yeah, I kept trying to call in, and then every time I'd call in, GGG thought it was so fucking funny to play music every time I tried to talk. It happened like 4 times, so I gave up. And then GGG's like DMing me all this bullshit, and I'm fighting back with him. Then those motherfuckers have the audacity. Jings has the audacity to post a video talking shit about me. Of course, they deleted it, and now everything's cool and we're friends. But it doesn't surprise me that they don't respect you. They're total jerks sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really totally respect them either.
Oh yeah. See, I actually do. I will say this. I enjoy Soup Party a lot. Like, I'm almost embarrassed to say that. I think it's a very funny show. Like, even when I'm like feuding with them, I still watch it and like laugh my ass off. But
I can say this that Hipstar called me retarded, and he's autistic also. Seem a bit hypocritical. I'd say so.
I'm also a big Hipstar fan.
What?
See, I don't condone them like being cruel though. Like, I don't see any reason for that.
Well, you know, he does content that drives in my direction now. He did a sports show.
Yeah, I was watching that earlier.
I was watching that earlier too. He revealed that he's autistic, and I'm like, motherfucker.
Did he really? I didn't catch that.
He did.
Okay.
All right.
I'm actually thinking about going on that show next week. Hipstar sent me the link at the start of the show, but I kind of wimped out because I was like multitasking. But I think I'm going to go on next week because I'm like autistically obsessed with sports, and I think I could.
I'm saying that he sent you the link. I guarantee he doesn't watch this. You should send me the link.
Yeah, we should both go on the sports show. Do you watch sports at all?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you like? What's your favorite sports?
Football and baseball. I'm a Giants fan.
That's cool. That's like the white way to watch sports, football and baseball. I respect that. I still
I'm
watch
saying that
basketball.
I'm not trying
I'm
to
a
say
creator.
that I don't support all people. It's just I had to give up hockey and basketball to be great at art. So they have
Okay,
to
well, I
go.
mean, if you give up hockey, that's like an attack on white people, so that like balances it out.
They're every single day. I mean, baseball was every single day too, but sometimes the Yankees ain't doing so well. So you know,
Yeah, the Yankees. Fucking.
it's Hal Steinbrenner. I mean,
Stanton fell
no,
apart.
it's nothing to do with those guys. It's Hal Steinbrenner is why they suck. Hal is no George Steinbrenner. He just isn't.
See, this is already a more like in-depth conversation about sports than they were doing on the sports show.
Yeah, I'm saying like George saved baseball, and his son is just flushing it down the toilet. Right. But
you
know,
ever watch Seinfeld when they would bring on Steinbrenner?
Yeah, but you know that's not him.
I know, it's Larry David. He did the voice.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
It's a nice little
I think they did bring him in, the real guy, to do it, but he couldn't really talk the way Larry David talks doing it. Right.
That makes sense. I remember
They just
being a
have a
little
guy.
kid.
They just have a guy play the body, somebody else, because you never see him from the front. So, right.
there's a few other characters like that in the show where they got Larry David to do the voice like that. But I remember being a little kid and I'd be watching Seinfeld with my parents, and my dad would laugh so fucking hard at the Steinbrenner parts, but I didn't even like know who Steinbrenner was, so like I didn't get why it was funny, but he like loved it. You know. But I haven't heard much about his son and how that's all going. But I remember the big thing that I heard someone say as like a diss against the Yankees was that the Red Sox, who are like considered, you know, like cursed and like the opposite of the Yankees.
Not anymore. They beat the
Red Sox have won more World Series since the year 2000 than the Yankees have.
True.
Yeah. And full disclosure, I'm a bit of a Boston fan. I'm more of a DC fan because that's my hometown, but I lived in Boston for like 10 years and started
Did
becoming
you know
a Boston
that the Boston Red Sox made history? No team in playoff history had
3-0.
ever come down from a 0-3 deficit to win a 7-game series. They did against the Yankees.
Yeah, that might be like the greatest like sports moment ever, even though I like was too young to like appreciate it really.
How old are you?
I am 33, but I didn't really get into baseball until the Washington got the Nationals, and like they sucked for a long time. So I didn't give a fuck about Boston sports until I was like in my 20s. But then I watched the Patriots and like fell in love. And the Celtics won the championship the first year I moved there, and the Red Sox were good. The Bruins are good. It's just like it's probably the best sports town, to be honest, like in general. I know you probably don't want to agree with that, but New York is good too. Are you in New York? Where are you from? Like, where do you like reside?
I'm in New York. I reside in Hudson Valley. Let's just say that. I'd rather not say.
Is that like,
what
is that
part of
near the
Hudson
city,
Valley.
or is it like out in the middle of nowhere?
What do you call Hudson Valley? About an hour or something like that from the city by train, or less.
That's not
Depends on what part of the valley you're from, or more. Hey, it could be up to 2 hours if you're all the way in Poughkeepsie. I'm not. That's all I'm
It only
eliminating.
takes 3 hours. It's only a 3-hour train ride from where I am to get to New York.
Okay.
Just saying. So you're out there. But you probably take like the Metro rail. It's not like the Amtrak, right?
Right. Yeah, I've been to Boston. It's 3 hours on Amtrak. That's like $50.
Yeah, that's how it always was. Because I'm in DC, and so it takes 3 hours to get to New York. Then I get a little break where I can get off the train and smoke weed, and then it's another 3 hours to Boston. That's like how I think of it. Yeah.
I won't do that. No, DC and New York are not neighbors. They kind of are. Like a 6-hour drive. Yeah. 3 hours.
Yeah,
by
but
train.
somehow it's only 3 hours on the train. The train is so underrated. All my friends always fly up and down.
Well, there's no traffic. There's no
the train
traffic.
is the way to go.
There's no traffic whatsoever. You got company in that 6 hours that you're going traffic. You got to stop
Here's what
for
people
gas.
really don't know about. This is like a public service announcement to people about the train. If you take like 10 rides on Amtrak, like standard fare, they give you free first class for your next ride. And then when you take free first class on a 6-hour ride, you get unlimited free alcohol, and you can take as much advantage of that as you want. And it's pretty fucking awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And when I did that first class shit, I've seen like 4 different celebrities. It's pretty cool, actually.
Are you allowed to say what celebrities?
So let me see if I can think of them off the top of my head. The first one I saw that was the most memorable was Julia Stiles, the actress. I don't know if you know her.
Oh, wow. Everybody does.
She was pretty famous when like we were younger, and then her career kind of went away. But
yeah,
she got on the train and she had like really short hair, which was like, so I didn't recognize her at first. but I kept thinking like she looks just like someone who's like famous. So I'm staring at her the whole time, trying to think, who does she look like? And then it just clicks in my head like, oh, she is Julia Stiles. She doesn't just look like Julia Stiles. Like it is her.
Did you get
And
to
I
talk
noticed
to
right
her?
when she got on the. What's up?
Did you get to talk to her, or did you leave her alone?
Yeah, no, I talked to. I got a picture with her. I could
Wow.
probably find it. It was like on one of my old phones. But after like a long ass time, and I finally realized it was her. I like when we're getting off the train in Boston, I'm like, "Yo, are you Julia Stiles?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, let me get a picture." I took this picture with her where I'm like, I look so fucking drunk, and she's just like being nice. And then I went. It was pretty funny. I went to catch an Uber like up at the top of the train station. And while I'm waiting for my Uber, like this guy comes up to me and he was like, "Yo, man, like, were you talking to Julia Stiles?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like her like he worked for like her movie company, and his whole job was just to like be there and like take her bags and like get her into her cab, and then he was done with his job. And I was so drunk, and I'm not gonna try and make this sound like, oh, Julia Stiles like wanted me or something, but he said something where he was like, dude, like she was kind of like talking about you, like asking about you, like on the way to the cab. I was like,
wow,
yeah, like, yeah. So I saw her again. I'm not trying to make it sound like I could have banged Julia Stiles, because I definitely couldn't have, but there was some little like compliment I got. And then, do you know the guy Brian Williams, the newscaster?
Yeah, I've heard the name.
I saw him. I wanted to talk to him, but literally every single time I walked by him, he was on the phone, like talking to someone, like about the news and shit. So I couldn't talk to him.
News
I think this was
people,
before.
you know, they've got deadlines, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
It's
other
busy.
one, which was like probably the funniest one I had, was I think it was actually not in first class. I was sitting in like regular class, and you know the comedian Fred Armisen?
Yes. We know Fred.
So I'm sitting in this chair, like facing the aisle like this, and then Fred is he's like sitting in a chair like on the other side of the aisle, and he's also facing me. And so I realize it's him. And so I'm like trying to snap a photo of him like discreetly, like pretending like I'm texting, but I'm like taking a picture. And he just looks right up at me and gives me this like scowl, like so I have these pictures of Fred Armisen like glaring at me.
And he's like, really? And he's probably giving you like, really, look, you can't ask me about this?
Yeah. And then it was also funny because that was back when I was a big Howard Stern fan, and I was leaving New York, and it was the day after he had just been on Howard Stern. So I was like, oh, this makes perfect sense. Like he's just did Howard and now he's leaving. Yeah. Those are the ones I can remember. I feel like there was maybe a few others, but those
I would have struck up a conversation with him. That's all, man.
Well, if you had seen the situation, it wasn't a conversation. It was like it was way too crowded, and he was already like pissed off at me. We weren't in first.
I mean,
class.
before you tried to take the picture, I would just struck out right there.
Yeah. Well, what made it so funny to me is that I feel like Fred Armisen's like signature like comedy thing is like giving that look that he was giving me like when I took the picture. So it just made it really funny.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've never been on a train and run into celebrity.
Yeah, those were the big ones. I feel like I am forgetting like one or two like smaller ones, but they weren't as memorable as those. I remember listening to like Jim and Sam, and they were talking about riding the Amtrak, and I had like just rode the Amtrak, so I was like, oh, I wonder if I was on the train with like Jim Norton, but I didn't see him. Yeah. But yeah. You watching this Warriors Suns game at all?
I told you I'm not really into basketball. I used to be, and
that's right. Right.
when I was a Knicks fan, and how long have the Knicks sucked? Forever. They were only really amazing the era before I liked basketball, called the 70s, when I was a little kid. That's the only time that they were actually great. Or even before I was born, the early 70s.
You know,
I wasn't even born yet. So I didn't even get to see them be great live. I had to go. Okay, Shaman's clips, you have to get on camera. That's the rule. who want to be on here that I don't
Oh man,
know.
I'm not even looking at the chat right now.
I'm just
The,
saying, man. It's a rule, dude. Sorry, that's the way it is.
You know, I was just looking at the all-time lists for assist leaders in the NBA.
Okay, I guess Shawman's Clips doesn't know the rule.
I mean, if he doesn't know the rules,
He doesn't want to do the rule. I'm like, you have to be on camera if I don't know you. Like Ross, or like if Ryan wanted to come up here, or even Ross's
bring on someone
girlfriend.
else.
No, I'm saying, or even Ross's girlfriend, Catch, wouldn't need to be on camera because I know them. Shawman's Clips, I don't know him from anything.
I'm somewhat aware of him. He might not be the guy to be the
My friend just
co-host.
messaged me that he might want to come over and get high before he goes to sleep. That's in like an hour, so I'm probably going to end this soon.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to say this one thing. I was looking, because you were talking about the Knicks. I was looking at the all-time leaders of assists in the NBA, and it's all the people you'd expect. It's like John Stockton, Chris Paul, LeBron was up there. The one that surprised me was number 6 all-time was Mark Jackson from the Knicks with like Patrick Ewing and John Starks.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty legit.
I remember Mark Jackson, yeah. Great player.
I enjoyed him as a commentator, even though they fired him last year. I know you don't like basketball anymore, but he was a commentator. All right, so you're gonna end this. I'm cool with that, unless you want to bring on some of these other guys and get a panel going, which would be chill.
All right, but friends coming over, and I kind of stink.
So you need to like take a quick shower.
Well, it would feel good anyways, even if I didn't.
I hear you, man. All right, well, yo, it was good to talk to you, man. Maybe
All right,
we
James.
can.
You're on Discord, right?
I am.
Are you in Soup Party Discord?
I am.
All right, man. All right, I'll
let's
find you
chat,
in
man.
there. All right, thanks for coming on and your potential. We have a good rapport.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't have to cover news articles, and there might be a week that I do this show every month. That's a podcast. I'm looking.
Okay.
I already have co-hosts for that. I do.
Yeah, man.
Some people sign on for that. Right. I am looking for. Well, I have a particular person I like to be the first guest. It's going to be that kind of thing. It would be a podcast hour, then a station head show, right, and then a YouTube hour. It's a lot to endure. I could
3
take one
hours?
of those. Yeah, I could take one of those out if they go, forget about station head. We could also break them up to 3 different days inside of the period of a month. Right. We could do the YouTube show one night. Yeah. Tony Mann and Stephen Blush are the guys. Tony said, yeah, I saw him at the Parliament show a little bit ago. He's not. They're tied together in a sense that Blush just did when Rock met Disco. Tony was the influence and the guy with all the connections for that book. So if he didn't have that book and I think Tony edited American Hair Metal, which just got a second edition. If Stephen didn't have all that going on,
historian?
well, Tony pretty much is. And Stephen wrote that book. Stephen wrote that book about hair metal. Right. It's not a very big book, but the second edition might be. It's mostly quotes and pictures with a little bit of a story because he is a writer. Right. Somewhat of a story.
Got to tell the story.
Yeah. Right. If he didn't have all that going on, I could separate them out at a certain point. Right. Maybe have Tony on first, then Stephen Falls, but he has all that new stuff that's involving Tony. So yeah, it'd be best to have them on together. Tony,
Yeah, I feel like more than 2 people could be good, I think.
well, 2 people, then a panel of 2 or 3 people, not including myself. I would be the 3rd or 4th person in the panel, and then have on guests. I have a couple other guests people that agreed to be on those two guys. Right. But they would be on second and third and onward. Sean refused originally from Refuse to Resist. Trust me, Refuse is not his real last name. He's now in Chum. Heather, I think that's the name of the band. I've yet to see them. I was going to go see them at the DYS 40th anniversary. Right. Except that got the lead singer got sick. So that got postponed. And who knows when that's going to happen. Therefore, I'm seeing them at the late next month. Right. If my football show actually happens, I'll probably get there right as they go on. If it doesn't, then I'll probably get there right doors. Right.
Okay.
Trying to find a co-host for that. Sometimes they don't show up. If they don't show up, I'm going to call it off and then leave immediately. If they do show up,
dude, if you need a co-host for football, man, also, I don't know if you know that guy Chris. He's also like in this group. He might be even more knowledgeable than me, to be honest. You should reach out to him.
Every Sunday, you'd have to give me your email. That's how they hand out the link. They don't like. I've gotten away with when people didn't get the link to just give it to them, but the network likes to do it by email. So you want me to co-host for football? That's fine too.
What's your on Discord?
I do Sundays at noon. Sundays at noon is when it happens. So 1. Right.
What's your Discord name?
I could what?
What's your name on Discord?
The name
if
on
you
Discord.
don't mind. Yeah.
Fine. I changed my name on Discord to Gay GGG, the 3 G's. It's a degenerate. That's the name.
Okay. I think I've seen you on there.
Because I believe he is a degenerate.
You're not wrong.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not saying that he's a loser. He makes a lot of money every year. He has kids. He has a full-time job. Not saying that. He's a winner. He's definitely better than me in that retrospect. He's definitely degenerate. You could be.
He enjoys his White Claw.
What?
He enjoys a White Claw every now and then. That's all.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kenny, take your shower. Go hang out with your friends.
Thanks, James. And all right. All right.
We'll talk on Discord, man. For sure.
All right. Okay.
All right,
Thank you, everybody, for coming here and seeing this live. No, I'm just saying, in life, he's winning. He's still me, an asshole. That's all I'm going to say. Right. You can win in life and be a mean asshole. Right. Look at Larry David. He's definitely an asshole. Probably will mean to, but Larry David is funny as shit. You can be the biggest asshole in the world. As long as you're funny, does not matter. Right. Funny over trumps jerkness. That's just the way it is, man. It is. I think if I was well known in the world of Hollywood or whatever, and I was friends with Larry David, I think I could deal with the assholeness because he's that hilarious. But yeah, but don't you know that Showman's clips don't you should know that Jesse is not winning in life. Definitely not. No, definitely not. I mean, he's had the same haircut for 10 years. More than 10 years. He deplatforms people. Let's see what else. What else can I say about Jesse? I don't know how he got the wife. Have no idea. Maybe Maybe he was actually a winner right out of high school. Like, look, I got this car. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I got this car. It's really cool. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I'm going to college. Oh, it's a fake wife. Okay, because I was about to say, maybe he was cool in like college or something like a fake wife. Damn. Okay. All right, everybody. You have a wonderful evening. Peace out. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Nice meeting you, James. All right. And have a great Thanksgiving. I'll see you Saturday. And all the Jets fans, enjoy the Jets not using that horrible quarterback, Zach fucking Wilson. Yeah. All right. Peace.